What is going on, everybody? My name is Clutch Sometimes, bringing you week five of the IBL. This week we're going up against Jack slash Gray and his Los Angeles Valienteis. This week we're taking on Sand. The team has stayed the same for the first 5 weeks. I think I'm gonna stick with. I keep going back and forth on if I want to bring in my my team. I'm thinking about it personally. I might try and build myself a layout here the next couple weeks. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, looking at his team in comparison to mine, I see that Infernape is going to be kind of annoying for me. Just in general, landers can check. I have a couple checks, but I don't have anything that really walls the Infernape. Reuni. This team hates bulky psychics. I am bringing the Vikavolt this week just to kind of help out with that. Snorlax is going to be a problem. I do have a couple ways out of that. Shaman, his one of those few things that can actually stop my landers. T in his tracks. Noivern, it could be kind of a pain. Golbat could be kind of a pain. T-Tar, Mega T-Tar. I don't think Mega T-Tar is that good against me. It's really kind of not that good. Excadrill is going to be... he's going to get threats. Specs Primarina, I don't have switch-ins to, ever. I can pivot around it, but I really don't have the best switch-ins to it. Estalgor is going to be kind of bad. Estalgor is kind of bad against me, and Rotom... Honestly, I don't think Rotom's a bad bring against me. So, looking at his team, Infernape is 100% coming. He has, there's 3 different sets it can run that I think that are really good against me. I think Ban, Scarf, and Nasty Plot are all very, very good against me. Uni Calm Mind is incredibly threatening, so I need to be really careful around Calm Mind. I can't let it get too much leeway and let it get set up too far where I don't have the position to kill it with my stuff. Snorlax, same story as the Reuni. I can't let it get too far, and if Lax gets too far, then I'm out of options. Shaman, if I just need about I think 40-50% for my landers, and then I can just absolutely obliterate it. Noivern is going to be annoying because my flying resist doesn't flamethrower. I have to pivot around it kind of effectively. Z can make it kind of terrifying. If it's if it's Z Fire, definitely could be some problems there. I just don't think Mega T-Tar is a good Pokemon against me. Mainly because Sandrush Drill and it doesn't have a matchup, in my opinion. I think you need to be Mold Breaker. It just hits the most things on my team, no doubt. I think it's just one of those things where Mold Breaker Drill just looks so much better against me than a variant of Sandrush. Primarina, I hate this Pokemon. I hate playing this Pokemon. I think it's stupid. I've seen it tiered in tier 2 at times. I think it's 100% worth tier 2 in some matchups. In some matchups, especially stuff like this, yeah, I don't have a check. I don't have a good soft check to it. I don't have switch-ins Specs, Scarf, Sub. There's so many stats against me. I have to figure out what it is, and I hate it so much. Yeah. So first one on the team, though, as you can see, is the Landers T. We're bringing Double Dance once again this week. I really wanted SD for sure. SD Earthquake is really nice against him, and I went back and forth on the Z move forever. I was Z Dark, and I was let's see what else was I. Z Dark, I was Z Fly for a little bit. I think it was first Z Fly, then Z Dark, then Z Rock. And I settled on Z Ground just because it hits the most things in his team for neutral damage. And I think +2 Z Ground has a chance, has a very, very slim chance to OHKO the Shaman after Rock, an offensive Shaman after Rocks. So I felt like that was most comfortable because I felt like any other Z move, especially Z Fly, he has tons of counterplay too. If he brings the T-Tar, the Excadrill, and he can dodge out of it, and he can double around it, calling my flies and all that jazz. It's a problem, and I just didn't want to risk it. Otherwise, I'd brought Z-Fly, no doubt. And the Rotom could be a little annoying, but we are running Stone Edge with this little attack investment can OHKO the max HP Rotom after Stealth Rock. We already need enough speed for the Rotom. We have the Spadef investment to take 1 Z Hurricane from Noivern, and the 76 defense with 4 HP will allow us to take 2 close combats after Stealth Rocks from a Choice Scarf Infernape with no boosting item. As you can see, this team's kind of odd from comparison to some of our other builds. There's no Rotom. This is the first time we haven't brought Rotom all season long. Man, be proud. be proud of this man, honestly. So we are bringing the. Excuse me, it's quite late here. We're bringing the Hariyama this week. Is this the set I brought? I think this is the set I brought. Guts Hariyama kills everything. Like, it really hurts this entire team. I think I live. What was this? I don't quite remember my sped up calc. It's been a while since I built this team, but even with the investment, I have enough to take just like full advantage of this team and just click close combat, knock off facade. I'm gonna use this to break open this team a little bit. I can pressure the Uniqueness a good amount. Facade will 2 a KO. Like, if it's max defense, which I expect it to be, help take on my Landers and my Absol. I fully expect it to be Colbur, however. I don't think he should be leftovers ever in this matchup. So Facade is like a pretty safe look against most of this team. Facade CC is about all I need. Knockoff is there for just good general utility. And Fake Out is there for like. Fake Out's there for just taking on some of his faster mons. Infernate, Noivern, Primarina, Estelgor. I think it's just a good priority to have. Never a bad thing to have a good amount of priority somewhere on the team. Next one on the team, we are finally bringing. Vika won't make another appearance in the team after its shocking debut last week. After its great debut last week, we are going to be bringing it again. This week we're bringing a kind of more SPDF oriented Aya Papa Berry set. We take 1 Hydro from Spectrum Arena. We get our Aya Papa Berry back up, and we can full switch out on it. So if I bring it in safely on the Primarina, I have the ability just to take 1 Hydro, full switch, get some good chip off, get something that can like deal with it more effectively. Bug Buzz there for the Reuni. Roost, so I can potentially roost up on some of these mons. Not a ton, but there's a potential there. And Aiden Power Fighting hits the Excadrill. I was gonna run Hidden Power Fire, but I think Kohonks told me that go HP Fighting, because if you want to double a T-Tower Sky for my Hidden Power Fire, I could hit that for more damage. So in the end, I did go with Hidden Power Fighting. Did the same damage anyway, so I felt like that was pretty safe in that regard. Next one on the team is going to be Sandslash. He's here, boys. Sandslash coming to its first game of the season. Might be the only game of the season. We'll find out. I'm not really sure how this will go for it. Bring kind of just like utility Sandslash. I didn't want to bring Rocks on Lando, and I didn't want to bring Rocks by Jirachi, as it's like not a rock sparing set. So just bringing utility Sandslash, Stealth Rock, Rapid Spin, Knockoff, Earthquake. If it gets off more than 1 attack this game, I'll be impressed. If it gives me Rocks and an attack, that's all I need out of it. I just need Rocks, essentially, out of this spot. If it gets to, like, I have enough speed in here for, like, an Infernate that's not Scarf. So, I outspeed Infernate always with this set. And I can just, like, click Earthquake and knock off. If he wants to go to Rotom, I can knock it off and click it a couple times and do some damage. So, he brings the Sand. Excuse me. If he brings the Sand, then this is a good option. If he doesn't, I have enough defense to throw it in on Infernate. I get 3 AKO by close combat, and Flare Blitz, respectively. So it helps out against that. Next Pokemon on the team, Scarf Jirachi. Scarf Healing Wish. I really want Healing Wish support on the team. It just fits really well with this kind of team at the moment. Just like nothing has really a lot of these things are like one shot. My win cons are kind of one shot win cons, especially the Landorus. So I'm just trying to break through Shaman with it, and then like breaking through the rest of the team with like Landorus would be really great and really ideal for me. Ironhead Zen U-turn about all I really need otherwise. And Healing Wish is just there as a good option around my Landorus. Last one on the team is very, very different. Most of these first 5, she's like you've seen like a lot all season. Guts, Hariyama, Double Dance, Landorus, Bulky, Vika. Sandslash, it's a Sandslash. You can't really get that creative with it, especially in a Sand matchup. I wonder on SD instead of Spin, but I think Spin just added more for me, personally. And, yeah, that's the Jirachi. So the last one on the team, I felt like if I could clear the... I looked at Sylveon and said, how do I not build a Sylveon that's not fodder for, like, Reuni? And, Dragon goes, hey, you just bring Curse. And I kind of looked at the team and said, man, if I can beat the Excadrill, then my Sylveon kind of goes ham. So we are going to try and like beat the Excadrill and let Curse Talk Sylveon kind of go ham. We bring in a ton of Spit F. We take 2 Hydros, I think, from Spectrum Arena. And the rest we just put in defense. We're pretty much max. We wall special in front if we get curses on that. Yeah, if I get it, and I can try and like, and I curse faster than Snorlax, so it gives me more of an opportunity to crit that if need be. This helps me beat Psyshock Reuni, which I fully expect. I don't understand why you'd ever beat anything but Psyshock Reuni against me, especially against Sylveon and all that jazz. But yeah, so we beat Psyshock Reuni 101 pretty handily. And yeah, that's going to do it for the team this week. We'll jump right on into the battle. So, as now we're at team preview, and as you can see, he did not bring the Noivern, which is going to be kind of beneficial to us. No Megatar as well. Megatar was kind of awkward in this game for his defense, and Mode Breaker Drill is like so much more effective than any other like set against me. So, kind of expected this. This is kind of the 6 that we fear the most, especially the Primarina, Reuni, Snorlax, Infernape. Like that, those 4 were like really quite threatening against my team. You can see the my game plan here essentially is like I need to like put myself in, I need to weaken the Shaman with my team, and then I need to put myself in a position to win with either Landorus or my Sylveon. In the late, Sylveon could potentially win late if I have dealt with the Excadrill, which my team kind of deals with pretty effectively, I feel. But he definitely might keep it around for like the Jirachi, the Vikavolt, and like my Sylveon respectively, being his only fairy resist on this 6. So something to watch out for there, not something we can keep in mind. I think his rocker in this game is probably going to be he's going to be the Excadrill. Rocks Inferno does not look very good against me. Particularly, you lose out on coverage, I think, if you're Rocks, or coverage or setup, so I think you just definitely run like a Rocks Excadrill against me. Yeah, so just need to game plan here, keep Reuni and Snorlax at bay. Don't lose too many monsters to Primarina and Infernape, and try and win with the Landorus T. It's definitely going to be the game plan here. Looking at my 6, I think my best lead is going to be off of my Vikavolt. It's a little bit of a passive lead, I think, but I think it's going to be worth it, just being that like I don't lose a Mon Primarina turn 1. So not having to play 5v6 against a Primarina is really, really useful for me. So we're just going to lead off with the Vikavolt here. And as we are going to be challenged here by Jack, so good luck, have fun to him as always. I'm going to lead off with the Vikavolt. As you can see, he's going to pick his lead as the Infernape. So he let off one of the other things we don't have a switch into. We don't have the team I brought does not have a fire resist, which is really kind of sus. I think DL said that you don't have a fire resist. Like, yeah, I think I can check it with this. So we're just gonna lead off. We're just gonna go into one of our dedicated checks in the Sand Slash, which takes for a blitz pretty comfortably, honestly. He's gonna go for the blitz, and we're gonna take this pretty comfortably. It's going to allow us to get up our stealth rocks, as he probably wants to preserve his Infernape. Doesn't want to take an earthquake here, so we get up rocks for free. Pretty much a no loss play there. If he stays and goes for blitz, he takes more recoil. If he switches out, then we get free rocks. So as he goes into a Shaman, this is going to be a free and easy Vikavolt for me. I don't think there's really not much that Shaman can do unless it's like SD like rock move. I think maybe he can do it, but it's honestly pretty tough for like SD natural gift rock could beat Vika, but I don't think he's that set. So if anything, he's SD natural gift ice. So I go to my Vikavolt. He's going to show the Leech Seed, which is a little annoying, but is what it is. At this point, I'm just going to go for a Bug Buzz, knowing that I'm going to go for the Hidden Power Fighting here, knowing that if he wants to go into Excadrill, I could chip on that, which is just really useful for my Sylveon in a potential late game scenario. So, Excadrill takes the quad resist to rocks, and he's taking HP Fighting here. It's going to bounce off. So this is, from my calcs, this is a Assault Vest Excadrill, which I thought was really interesting. I think it's really just there for Vika. He kind of feared the Vikavolt, so I guess a nice bring on his end for just to like be able to prepare for this mon. Vikavolt's been putting in so much work recently. So he's gonna switch out. I'm gonna end up switching out here into my Sand Slash. Again, I said it's expendable, and I felt like even if he was like some weird bulky max spin F set, I could, if he wanted to go for rocks, I could spin him away with my Sand Slash. Like he goes for the Iron Head here though. It's going to do a ton of damage. I'm like, wow, that's like an adamant max attack, max HP assault vest set. So that's fun. At this point, I'm just going to go for the knockoff here. I expect Shaman to come in, so I just want to get rid of his item, his potential berry. I expect Shaman to come here on this turn after I get my leftovers back. I don't actually expect to be faster. And I go for the knockoff here. Knock off Joe's assault vest. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And he goes for the Iron Head to knock him out. Sand Slash. So Sand Slash, click 2 moves. I'm happy with its performance in this game. It gave me rocks and it knocked off the Joe's assault vest. Great. At this point, after my Sand Slash dies now, I'm gonna take the turn to go into my landers. I'm just gonna throw off an Earthquake. I don't see any reason to go for anything but the Earthquake. If he wants to pivot in the Shaman here, then like I can get my Vikable back in. Draw no longer as its Vest, so HP fighting does a ton. But he's just going to throw out his Drill, so I think that's kind of an interesting play on his end. It opens up my Sylveon quite a bunch. As he goes on to his Reuni here, off the KO. So I think, from the way he goes on to his Reuni, I'm like, okay. So this might be like an HP Ice Reuni. I'm not really sure. I don't want to risk it quite yet. I thought like defensive would be like his best set against me, but I don't really quite know. I didn't want to risk him being like a weird offensive hidden power ice trick room Reuni. So I'm gonna go to my Vikable. I know he can't really do much to it, and he's gonna go for the Psyshock here and show that he's defensive. So I felt like he had a couple better plays than the Reuni, but regardless, I digress. I felt like the Shaman was a much better play. As he goes out to Lax here, I'm gonna throw up a Bug Buzz, do a pretty respectable chunk to this Lax with my Bug Buzz. So that's good for me. Do a good chunk, and I'm just gonna follow it up with a Volt Switch here, which will put him in berry range, which is good and bad for me. So, not really sure. I am going to switch out into my Hariyama. It's pretty free. If he wants to go for a status move, I get status on that too. So, at this point, I'm gonna get my Flame Orb up, and I'm just gonna go for the big Facade. If he wants to go Reuni, does it into a KOs. If he goes Shaman, then he goes Shaman. This I think is a really interesting play as well. Going Shaman when I have my full health landers in the back. He doesn't know my set still, and he hasn't scouted it yet. So I think Shaman's still really important. But he's gonna give me a ton of damage on Shaman with this Facade. So I think that's kind of an interesting play. And at this point, I take Helmet, I take burn damage, but the way he has a Shaman position, I want to get damage on it, so I'm going to sit in and stay. I'm going to sit in on his Shaman and just go for close combats, because I don't see any reason not to. To me, that was like my best play always, because I want the Shaman gone, because I feel like I can still handle Snorlax with SD Landers in the back. And I can also just kind of try to luck it, and if that fails, I can just luck it and punch it down. So I'm going to take about 65-75% on Shaman in exchange for my Hariyama. I'm personally fine with that trade, knowing that my landers can still put in a ton of work. I'm just gonna go for the U-turn here, knock out the Shaman. He sacks it, which I think is kind of also interesting, but he's gonna take one last turn Helmet, and Shaman is going to go down. And now this is just like interesting for me. So I want to try and bring in his Infernape. I don't want to take. I want my landers to have a save option against the Infernape. Because to me that's my setup target, but he does go into the Lax, which is also honestly like a pretty decent setup target. He hasn't shown anything yet. He's just run Recycle, so I'm just gonna take the turn to Volt Switch into my Landers. See, I get a crit there, a little unfortunate, but honestly, like the crit's actually worse for me, I think, because now my Landers might be out of range if he's like max defense once he gets a Recycle off. So he shows the curse there. I keep it at like neutral health, a neutral attack. I'm just gonna pop off Swords Dance here. It's kind of my only play. I need to start breaking through the Snorlax. As he goes for the Recycle, so best possible turn for me. I get an SD up for free. And here I'm gonna go for game, kind of. I'm gonna go for the Rock Polished because I know that I can very easily I can potentially have a turn potentially just completely nuke this Snorlax with a Groundium. And the Body Slam does not paralyze here, which is great for me. So I'm going to go for the Groundium. No Shaman, no Ground Resist, no nothing. I see nothing. No immunities. Groundium is super free. And the Tech Rage from Landers, we're getting some good use out of this mon so far this season. And I'm going to just pilot this Snorlax into the ground, and it's going to live. This is a max defense Snorlax. Which I thought was kind of an interesting bring. But it kind of makes sense for if you're going to use it. It can take hits. My physical attackers pretty well. So, and he's going to go for the body slam here. I'm like, please no para, and please no para. And not only is he gets the para, and he crits me. So my Landers is now completely useless. Almost. So because I have no speed boosts, I'm paralyzed. Yeah, it's not fun. So I'm gonna make an odd play. I'm gonna switch out to my Jirachi. I don't want to risk my Landers yet. I don't want to risk it on para because I felt like the way that turn it just went, I felt like I was gonna get parried the next turn, and I was gonna lose to the Snorlax. So I'm gonna switch out into my Jirachi. Trying to take the body slam pretty comfortably, hoping he doesn't get the back-to-back para, and he's gonna go for the body slam here on my Jirachi, and he's gonna get the para. So a little bad luck here. Kind of deserved though after last week, but we break through, go for the Iron Head, going to knock out the Snorlax. So Lax is gone, great for us, and I still don't have the Healing Wish. So if I can potentially try to position my Landorus, but he's gonna force my hand here, go to the Infernape, and I'm gonna have to sack. I need to position myself to where my Sylveon has become my win condition in this game. No Lax, no Lax control. Sylveon is definitely my win con at this point in the game. So I'm just gonna sack my Landorus here for Intimidate. That way, if he's like Scarf, I can like. If he's Scarf, I can set up on him with my Curse Sylveon, because I'm just like really spit F. So if I was more defensive, I could take it on, but I digress. So gonna sack it for Intimidate. Landorus did its job, went 1-1. Could have done more, but unfortunate circumstances. This game is kind of trash sometimes, but it is what it is. I definitely not too salty about it, but I'm going to go for the curse here as he goes into his Reuni. I beat Psyshock Reuni, which he is shown to be. I beat Calm Mind Psyshock Reuni 1-on-1 because of curse boosts if I get decent Sleep Talk rolls or I'm like anything. So I'm just going to I'm going to throw out more curses here. I'm actually going to try and speed this up a little bit more. Yeah. Because this does get a bit long. So I'm going to throw off more curses here as he does show the Frame Arena, and I'm going to I believe I just return here, hoping that he's like really offensive and I can knock it out with return. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that, which is kind of unfortunate, but as I'm going to be forced to take a Z Moonblast. I thought if he was Z Water, I lost this, but I think I lost the game, honestly. So, but Z Moonblast can never knock me out. I didn't feel like Z Water was a bring against me either, so honestly I thought like Specs was coming. But I go for the return. Does he get to knock it out? And at this point, he's going to bring in his Infernape, which I think... So he has to go for Gunk to knock me out. So his Flare Blitz is a roll. It's in my favor to live, I think. Or it was a 50-50 or it was like a roll in my favor. But regardless, he's forced to go into his Infernape here. Going to go for the Flare Blitz, and I'm going to be able to live the Flare Blitz on 2 health and go for the rest. So... At this point, I know if he's Choice Scarf, that means I can potentially try and 1v1 this with my Sylveon, with him locked in the Blitz. But he does show that he's not Choice Scarf, and he's going to go for the Gunk here, which is going to be able to not 2-KO me at +2 defense. So if he had gone for the Gunk shot when I was at 48, he might have honestly just won the game from that point on. So gonna get a couple more rests here with my Sleep Talks. He's gonna miss Gunk shot, which is a little lucky for me. I felt like the odds of him hitting 3 Gunk shots is pretty slim. So I think it's like, I don't know what the odds are, but it's very hard for him to hit 3 in a row. So actually, I mean, he had to land 2 in a row. I get a little bit lucky here. Honestly, this game was just dirty. This game was dirty all around. He lucked me a little bit. I lucked him a little bit. Like, but if I didn't have a paralyzed Jirachi, I would have been able to pick off the Infernape with Zen. So I digress. Anyway, and so now it's Reuni versus the World. And now it becomes kind of a nasty game between Curse Sylveon and Calm Mind Reuni. I can beat this 1-on-1, I believe, with my Sylveon. And I'm gonna rest up here. I just want one curse. I want one curse. So with one curse, one more curse, I 2-KO the Reuni, which is really, really great for me. That's all I really want, honestly. So I'm gonna get another rest though, which is like super unfortunate. So I'm going to go for Sleep Talk one more time here, hoping that I just get a curse or a return or something, gauge the damage on this Reuni. Hoping it's maybe more speed def, but I doubt it at this point. Get the return finally. and it's going to do like 45. So that means I need one more curse, and he's going to show the side shock here because he's at +3 to my +2. And I'm going to wake up and go for the curse, try and get this back to neutral. So that's going to be nice for me, and I mean, it's going to force me to rest again at this turn, which is kind of unfortunate, but he's going to go for the side shock, and he is going to crit my Sylveon. So I'm in panic mode at this point in the game. I'm in big panic mode. So to me, my only play is to go Vikavolt and pray that I can break through with Bug Buzz enough, and hope that he just knocks me out, and I can try and put it in range of Jirachi U-turn, and then I don't get paralyzed. So I go for Bug Buzz here on the Reuni. It's going to do about 30%. Goes for the side shock. Is going to knock me out. So my only hope is that Jirachi doesn't get paralyzed. I'm sitting here like, please, Eric, please let the hacks be ever in my favor this week, and we break through. Jirachi is going to finish off the game, finish off the Reuni, and we are going to move to 4-1 on the season against Jack and his Los Angeles Valienteis. That was a weird game. So much dirty stuff happened that I honestly have no idea where, like, that game's impossible to theory that, like, how it might have played out, like, on a clean slate, because it's just so much happened, honestly. Regardless, we did pull through. We got a little bit lucky. We've been pretty lucky the last 2 weeks, so hopefully it balances out. It'll probably balance out, knowing me. I think that the team has been really fun so far, though. I'm really happy to be using this. A lot of good mons, a lot of pieces I really enjoy. Vikavolt has been stepping up really big. I mean, after week 2, I actually considered dropping Vikavolt, but the last 2 weeks has definitely changed my mind on moving this mon. I'm definitely keeping it around. It's been so good. Yeah, so I mean, the season's been going well, 4-1 now, and yeah, that's probably gonna do it for IBL this week. There will be no PGP game this week. We were supposed to play Under the Radar, and we ended up getting the forfeit win, as the series has already been decided one way or another. You can check out Aaron2420 in his channel. I will leave his link in the description. He records all of our games, so his link, as always, will be in the description below. Be sure to check him out. Yeah, so that's going to do it for me this week, and I'll see you all next week for week 6.